There we go. Sorry about that. Hello, hello, hello. Dr. Stephen Greene, the Success Doctor, back with another podcast recording and video recording. Now that we are recording with video as well. Yes, yes. Here's my timer. Make sure I'm on track. Today, Daily Success Action Plan. Daily Success Action Plan, one of the cornerstones of my book. There it is, Maximum Education. See that? Amazon #1 bestseller. Very proud of it. So let's get ready for the actual recording. 3, 2, 1. Hello, Dr. Stephen Greene, the Success Doctor. Welcome back to the Make the Grade podcast. Today, get ready, get your pencils, get ready to take some notes, get your copy of Maximum Education out, because we're going to talk about super important topic, the Daily Success Action Plan. This is the culmination of what this book leads up to. I've spent a long time talking about this, pushing this, emphasizing this, underscoring it, whatever superlative you want to use, because this is what creates consistent success for students and families, who are basically who I'm trying to work with here. Remember, the theme of the Make the Grade podcast, very simple. You can listen to this podcast, even pause it in the middle and take action. Do something active right then to further and maximize your educational experience. Get better grades, A's, honor roll grades, you name it. Get into the college you want to get into. Get super strong SAT and ACT scores. But it takes consistent daily action, which is the purpose of the Daily Success Action Plan. So let's talk about what goes into the Daily Success Action Plan. If it was that easy, everybody be doing it, right? But it's not, because you have to have a system, and you have to have a system that works for you, and what works for you might not work for others. So let's get into it. So number one, there are basically 3 pieces to this. Number one, managing time. Managing your time. Okay? And again, big part in the book. Time management. I think there's 6 now podcast episodes that focus on this. Number 2, managing information. For those of you in podcast land, I'm trying to make an I with my fingers because it's easy to make a T. Managing information. Again, I think there's been 2 or 3 podcasts right on that topic, outlining, note-taking, and so on. Big piece in the book. The third piece is doing it. Actually taking the time to put this into place. Now, here's the irony. The small amount of time you're going to take to plan and the small amount of time you're going to take to actually set up your system, your success model, is going to save you, I'm going to go out on a limb and say hours of time down the road. People say, how can that be? I'm telling you, I've seen it over and over and over for years, more than 20 years, thousands of students, because there's an efficiency in having a system. So how do we manage time? Number one, you got to list what you have to do. You have to know what is in front of you. What do you have to accomplish in order to get your job done, in order to have success, in order to complete the tasks at hand? Is it homework? Is it studying for quizzes? Is it reading a chapter out of a book? Is it making an outline? Is it working on a term paper? Is it doing a project? It's all of these things. And we need to get these all in one place with a list. 2 is you have to prioritize and rank this list. I'll talk about this in the book. And I'm sorry if I keep referring to the books. It's all there, and other pockets. We're going to prioritize the list. Short-term stuff, long-term stuff. Is it going to be stuff that has to happen right now, or something you're going to do a piece of now and move on? Once you do that, so we make the list, we rank the list, now we're going to prioritize the list and put it in order. What am I going to do first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th? Then we set up an agenda. From 4 o'clock to 4:30, I'm doing this. Taking a break from 4:30 to 4:45, whatever it is. 4:45 to 5:10, I'm doing this. Now, when you get done, and you keep going up till whatever time it takes, some people have very, very rigorous academic demands. They got 5-6 hours of homework every night. Other students of mine, a half hour, 15 minutes. It doesn't matter because the system is implemented the same way. Okay? Once you set the agenda, though, you got to stick with it. It's written in stone. You got to be committed to the process that way. Very, very important. So list your topics, rank them, prioritize them, or prioritize them and rank them. Then set your agenda and stick with it. Next, look at your information. How are you going to manage it? You're going to outline. You're going to prep for the next day's notes. Are you going to make concept maps? I would refer you to, I think it's podcast 31 or 32, or both of them, that dealt with this sort of thing. But if you listen to them, and if you haven't, it's very simple. Many, many different ways to organize information. And you should be adept at some of them, not necessarily all of them, but some of them, so you have options on how you're going to approach this. Okay? This is important stuff because, again, this is about efficiency and it's about consistency. That's why it's called the daily. Daily means every day, right? Success means we want to get what our goals are. Action, you have to do something. Plan. Daily success action plan. Sounds simple. It can be simple, but yet it's not always that easy to do. So, a couple questions for you. How do you know how to set this up? Okay, I can help. I can give people very, very specific directions. I have a lot of people I work with in a tutoring situation or a counseling situation or a coaching situation where we spend some time actually setting this up. If you're trying to self-administer this, you can go and look at the book and it'll be in there. Or some of this you just have to do. You got homework every night, right? You need to have a list of that, whether it's on paper, in a planner, online, in a cloud document, a Word processor, Google Doc, whatever, but it has to exist. This cannot be a cerebral only exercise. Okay? Then you got to take the time to do your sorting, your prioritization, your ranking. Again, something I can teach people. And if you have any questions, please comment, ask, do whatever works. Then setting the agenda. I got to tell you, in my experience, especially in the beginning, that's the toughest one for people. They don't know how long to set the time. And even when they do, sometimes they don't stick with it. I don't like to hear that. But it's a work in progress. Be aware that most of this is not going to be perfect the first time. It might be good and it might be good enough. And you'll keep getting better at it over time till you reach a point where this is really a well-oiled machine. So daily success action plan. Here's what I'd like to see happen. Everybody who's listening to this podcast, please give me some feedback. Tell me what your plan is. And if you have one. If you don't have one, tell me what you'd like your plan to be. Because I can tell you this works. I have worked on this with literally over 12,000 students over the last 20 years. And they all have success with it. The degree of success can vary a little bit, but that's where it goes with it. So this is about taking action. This is about you saying, okay, starting today or tonight or now, I'm going to do this. So let me just repeat it one last time. Get all your homework in one place. List all your topics, things that are due right today, and things that are due tomorrow, next week, and prioritize them. Are these short or long term? Rank them. What am I going to do first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th? Make an agenda. What am I going to do from 4 o'clock to 4:15, 4:15 to 4:30, 4:30 to 5, 5 to 6? When am I going to have dinner? When am I going to take a break? When am I going to do what else I have to do? Put that in writing and then stick with it. Stick with it, stick with it, stick with it. I cannot overemphasize that because that's what completes this and make it all really work. Now, one last thing, quality. Anybody can make an agenda and do subpar work just to get through it in a cursory way. No, that's not good. Quality still is the number one priority. Quality and efficiency. That's really what we want. That is the ultimate goal of the Daily Success Action Plan. Okay? It's all in here. It's all in the book. Or reach out. You know how you find me? Dr. Stephen Greene, the Success Doctor. Make the Grade Tutoring. makethegrade.net, MAKETHEGRADE.net. It will be in the comments on the YouTube channel or in the podcast show notes, SGREENE at makethegrade.net. Find me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at makethegrade, or search Dr. Stephen Greene, the Success Doctor. And one last plug, the Make the Grade Success community. It is live. It is gaining momentum. Please check it out. This is an opportunity to get help, to ask questions, to give opinions, to get advice, to get counsel, and not just from me, but from your peers and other experts. I have other professionals, psychologists, college counselors, tutors in different subjects at every grade level involved in this. And it's good. I say that with a little bit of hubris, but just because it's helping people. And that's how I define if it's working or not. So, Dr. Stephen Greene, thank you for listening to this week's episode or watching it on the YouTube channel, something a little bit new. Rolling out 2020, another year, new high tech. Kept it in my range of 8 to 10 minutes. Thank you, everyone. Looking forward to your feedback, your comments, your opinions, and your suggestions. Dr. Steve Greene, the Success Doctor, signing off. See you next time.